baseball matchup. I'm Gene Delisio. Good to have you with us for baseball action this afternoon here on WOSQ. Real tough test for the Marshfield Tigers today. They come in 6-3 overall, 3-1 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference, facing a very strong Rapids ball club, which is 13-2 heading into this contest. Marshfield Tigers did win their last time out. They did beat Eau Claire North on Friday evening, 2-1. Before that, they had lost 3 of their last 4 ball games. Wisconsin Rapids comes in, as we mentioned, 13 wins and 2 losses. They won a doubleheader against Tomah on Saturday, 14-7 and 11-7. We're at the beautiful new artificial surface field at Wisconsin Rapids, and we do have some weather concerns for this ball game as a very strong wind blowing in from the north that's blowing in from right field. And so getting the ball a long way today will be quite difficult in this environment. We do not have a threat of wet weather, but that wind will certainly be a factor in this ball game today. The Marshfield Tigers starting Braxton Kurth on the mound this afternoon, and Rapids countering with Braden Lewis. It's Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids baseball today here in Wisconsin Rapids, and more of our pregame report coming up following these messages.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggleworms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
In first place at 4-1. Stevens Point and Marshfield tied for second place at 3-1. Wausau West is 3-3. Wisconsin Rapids 2-2. Wausau East 1-4, and Merrill is 1-5. The other baseball games in the Wisconsin Valley Conference today: Stevens Point at Wausau West and Wausau East at Merrill. Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball action this afternoon. Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids today in this Wisconsin Valley Conference matchup at Wisconsin Rapids. In just a few moments, we'll check in with Tiger baseball coach John Southworth as our pregame report continues in just a moment.
School for this afternoon's Wisconsin Valley Conference game featuring the Tigers from Marshfield and our own Lincoln High School Red Raiders. The Wisconsin Valley Conference and all of its member schools welcome you and encourage good sportsmanship at all athletic events. Good sportsmanship is a responsibility of everyone.
Pre-game comments from Marshfield Tiger baseball coach John Southworth. Tigers facing Wisconsin Rapids in Wisconsin Valley Conference baseball today here in Wisconsin Rapids. Happy to have you with us for our broadcast today here on WOSQ. Let's check the starting lineups for this ball game. First of all, for Wisconsin Rapids, the leadoff hitter is center fielder Brennan Huber. Huber leading off and playing center field. Batting second at second base, Brett Simonson. Simonson batting second and playing second base. Batting third is the catcher Cannon Plowman. Plowman catching and batting third. In the number 4 position is the Rapids pitcher Braden Lewis. Lewis pitching and batting fourth. Hitting fifth is shortstop Ethan Freeman. Freeman batting fifth at first base. The number 6 hitter is the DH Trevor Martin. Martin DHing and batting sixth. He is batting today in place of shortstop Caleb Ellis. Batting seventh is the Rapids third baseman Josh Dekarski. Dekarski at third base, batting seventh. Hitting eighth is the right fielder Jackson Laskowski. Laskowski in right field, batting eighth. Hitting number 9, left fielder Marcos Simonson. Simonson in left field, batting number 9. The starters for the Marshfield Tigers today, leading off at third base, Chase Robinson. Robinson at third base, leading off. Batting second is right fielder Owen Griesbach. Griesbach in right field, batting second. Hitting third, left fielder Ben Deach. Deach batting third in left field. The number 4 hitter, the second baseman Wyatt Post. Post at second base, batting fourth. In the number 5 spot, catcher Adam Gilbertson. Gilbertson catching and batting fifth. Hitting sixth, Tiger pitcher Braxton Kurth. Kurth pitching and batting sixth. In the number 7 spot, first baseman Cole Halverson. Halverson batting seventh and playing first base. Hitting eighth, Tiger center fielder Carson Mattis. Mattis in center field, batting eighth. Batting ninth, shortstop Bennett Lang. Lang at shortstop, batting number 9. Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids baseball today. Before we get this ball game underway, let's pause for our national anthem. Spencer Marshfield and WOSQFM.com, along with ZaleskiSports.com. I'm Gene Delisio at Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Wisconsin Rapids in baseball action this afternoon. Once again, cloudy, overcast, but not much threat of rain right now. However, a very strong wind from the north that's coming in from right field. That certainly could affect play in this ball game today. Defensively for Wisconsin Rapids, at first base, Ethan Freeman. At second base, Brett Simonson. The shortstop is Caleb Ellis. At third base, Josh Dekarski. The right fielder, Jackson Laskowski. In center field, Brennan Huber. In left field, Marcus Simonson. The catcher is Cannon Plowman. On the mound is left-hander Braden Lewis. Nice crowd on hand for the ball game despite the rather difficult weather conditions. Folks sitting below us in the grandstand today have that wind blowing right in their face. And they're bundled up pretty securely because of the cool conditions. Temperatures right now in the low 40s, plus you add that wind to it, it's rather chilly out there. But lots of fans out here braving the conditions to take in some baseball action this afternoon. Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids renewing their Wisconsin Valley Conference rivalry in this ball game today. Left-hander Braden Lewis finishing up his warm-up throws. We'll get this ball game underway in just a few moments. Once again, a nice win for the Tigers on Friday, going to Eau Claire North, always a strong program, and defeating the Huskies 2-1. That was a scheduled doubleheader. Game 2 was rained out, but they did get that first game in, and Marshfield won 2-1. The leadoff batter for Marshfield here in the first, third baseman Chase Robinson. The wind blowing so severely that the pitcher Braden Lewis had his cap just blow off and roll about 30 feet towards home plate. He grabs that. Robinson stands in. Here is our first pitch. A big swing and a miss for strike one. And play is underway here in Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Wisconsin Rapids baseball today. Lewis winds and throws 0-1. And that gets the outside corner for a called strike, 0-2. The outfielder's playing rather shallow right now because of that very strong wind. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Line towards right field. Laskowski comes over near the line and makes a nice running catch in right field for out number 1. Hit well by Chase, but chased down by right fielder Jackson Laskowski for the first out. Next batter for Marshfield is the right fielder Owen Griesbach. Batting right-handed. Owen digs in, and the pitch on the way. Half swing, but he takes the pitch on the outside corner for a called strike one. This is an artificial turf facility. No grass on this facility. Next pitch rides outside for ball 1-1. You want to keep the ball on the ground on a day like this. Count on Griesbach, 1-1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball falls low for a ball, 2-1. We do have more NBA basketball action tomorrow evening here on WOSQ. Playoffs continue. Next pitch, line foul on the first base side, 2-2 on Griesbach. Philadelphia and Boston resume their series tomorrow evening. Our broadcast begins at 6:30 on Wednesday evening, right here on 92.3 FM WOSQ. 2-2 on Owen Griesbach. He stands back in. Here's a pitch way outside by Lewis for ball 3. That one slipped out of his hand apparently, went to the backstop almost on the fly. And the count on Griesbach is full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Owen just a sophomore, but a starter on this Tiger ball club. Next pitch is hit foul on the first base side, line foul. And the count stays 3-2. Interesting part of this new ballpark in Wisconsin Rapids, and something I guess we'll likely see more of, is the pitch count for each pitcher is right in the scoreboard, embedded there in the scoreboard. Here's the full count pitch once again. Breaking ball over for a called strike 3. Owen takes a nice curveball from Braden Lewis for out number 2. And left fielder Ben Deach now stands in.
Now batting the left fielder, number 11, Ben Deach.
Been in that number 3 spot for Coach Southworth today. Batting right-handed. Braden Lewis on the mound for Rapids. Winds and throws. Half swing, and they're ringing up for a called strike 1. No score, Marshfield batting. Top of the first, base is empty, 2 out. The 0-1 to Ben Deach on the way. Ground ball towards shortstop. Big hop for Ellis. He'll come up firing across the diamond in time to end the inning. Marshfield in the first, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. After a half inning, our score is Marshfield 0, Wisconsin Rapids coming to bat. Back to Rapids and more baseball in just a moment.
when the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Here's on the field defensively this afternoon. At first base is Cole Halverson. At second base, Wyatt Post. At shortstop, Bennett Lang. At third base, Chase Robinson. The right fielder is Owen Griesbach. Carson Mattis in center field. Ben Deach in left field today. The catcher is Adam Gilbertson. And on the mound, right-hander Braxton Kurth. Not the first time this year that Marshfield has played in this facility. Keep in mind that a few weeks ago they played 2 games here against Wausau West. 2 games that could not be played either in Wausau or Marshfield were moved down here. They split those 2 contests. And Braxton Kurth was the winning pitcher for Marshfield in the Tiger win that went 9 innings before Marshfield won that ball game 2-0. Braxton, a right-hander, could be considered the ace of the Tiger pitching staff, although the Tigers do have some talented pitchers behind him as well. Leadoff man for Wisconsin Rapids in the first, the center fielder Brennan Huber.
Brennan Huber.
Huber batting right-handed. Digs in against Braxton Kurth. Braxton into his motion. Winds and throws. It's in there for a called strike 1. No score, Wisconsin Rapids batting. Bottom half of the first inning. 0-1 pitch on the way. And just missed down low for ball, 1 ball and 1 strike. Marshfield outfielders seem to be a bit deeper than the Rapids outfielders. Although Deach in left field is in. Kurth winds, throws again. And missed outside for a ball, 2-1. Griesbach in right field playing fairly close to the line. We noticed that when we've seen the Tigers play this year. Griesbach does play that line pretty well. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Popped up on the right side in a shallow right field, crossing into foul ground, and no one can get there. Falls out of play. Boy, the wind really took that one. Both Griesbach and the first baseman Cole Halverson converging on the first base foul line, but neither can get there, and it falls out of their reach, out of play. 2-2 on Huber. Griesbach does play fairly close to the line in right field, something that maybe a sophomore would do. Count on Huber, 2-2. Kurth winds and throws a big curveball hit in the air to left field. Deach backtracking, now gets under it. Calls and makes the catch for the out. That ball hit off the fists, but still traveled pretty well. But Huber is retired. That's out number 1.
Now batting for the Raiders, the second baseman, number 8, Brett Simonson.
Second baseman Brett Simonson now stands in for Wisconsin Rapids. He's batting left-handed. A little bit of blue sky out there, but not too much today. Kurth into his motion. Throws and hits the outside corner for a called strike 1. Our scoring updates today brought to us by American Family Insurance agent Randy Lemoyne of Marshfield. Happy to have Randy on our broadcast today. Here is the 0-1 delivery. That misses low and outside for ball, 1-1. Tiger Baseball also sponsored by Northside Computers, the Marshfield Area Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and Citizen State Bank of Loyal. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Hit in the air to the left field line, but hitting foul and out of play. 1-2. Probably a lot less pressure on pitchers today to make good pitches because get the ball in the strike zone and the ball's not going to go very far because of this wind situation. Simonson back in there, 1-2. Kurth winds and throws again, misses outside for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
I know they call Chicago the Windy City, but as it looks like right now, Wisconsin Rapids is...
We're at the new sports complex in Wisconsin Rapids. Beautiful new facility here. 2-2 pitch on the way, and that missed low and outside for a ball. Count now full, 3-2. Braxton Kurth getting the start for Marshfield today. Working from the windup. Gets set and throws. Ground ball toward shortstop, but by Lang into left center field for a base hit. Simonson singles to left center. And Rapids has a one-out base runner for the catcher, Cannon Plowman.
Next up to bat, number 19, Cannon Plowman, the catcher.
Now batting the catcher, number 19, Cannon Plowman.
Plowman batting right-handed. See if the Raiders put a play on here and if Simonson's on the move. Held there by Cole Halverson. Kurth looks over. Takes his time here and now throws. Lined on the left field line, but curving foul for strike 1. Wisconsin Rapids batting in the last half of the first. No score. 1 out, 1 on. 0-1 on Cannon Plowman, the Rapids catcher today. Right-handed batter. Plowman standing back in as Simonson leads at first base, held there by Halverson. Short lead over there. Kurth will look over. And now delivers. Runner is going. Pitch outside for a ball. Throw to second base. Pops out of post mitt. Goes into center field, but no further advance. Stolen base for Brett Simonson. Ball was thrown to the first base side of second base, so unlikely the Tigers are to play on Simonson. But he's now in scoring position, and the count on Plowman, 1 ball, 1 strike. Scoring chance here for Wisconsin Rapids in the opening inning. Kurth now gets set and throws, popped up down the third baseline. The third baseman, Robinson, comes over near the dugout, but has no play. Ball falls just out of his reach. And the count goes to 1-2.
Nobody was hit by that foul ball.
1-2 on Plowman, number 3 man in the Rapids batting order today. A lot of games on the local schedule today, despite the weather conditions. Not much happening yesterday, but teams back in action today. Kurth back to the stretch position. Checks that base runner. And now throws 1-2. Curveball line towards right center field. Griesbach moves over. Will play it on a hop for a base hit. Simonson to third base. They'll be held right there. Plowman singles to right center. And Rapids has base runners at first and third, with only 1 out. For cleanup man Braden Lewis, the Raider pitcher today.
Now batting for the Raiders, your pitcher, number 21, Braden Lewis.
So a good scoring chance here for Wisconsin Rapids. Runners at the corners, only 1 out. Tiger infield stays back here as Lewis digs in.
Let's see how the future Pioneer will do.
Kurth from the stretch. Runners going for first base. Pitch is low for a ball. The throw to second base is cut off. So Plowman steals second base. And the count on Lewis, 1-0. And now 2 Rapids ball players in scoring position. Kurth goes back to the wind-up position. Winds and throws. Fouled on the left field line at a play for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rapids, a good hitting ball club. Some talented offensive players on this roster for Coach Galito this year. Lewis back in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Kurth winds and throws. Line to left field. Deach comes over, but wasn't a foul out of his reach. Down the left field line at a play. 1-2. Wind really taking some of these balls hit in the air. And every once in a while, a real big gust comes up. Not much vegetation here, but you can see some leaves blowing around on the playing field behind home plate. Lewis back in there. The count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kurth now steps off, and he wants to chat with Gilbertson. So time called here. Braxton, known for taking his time between pitches. He's a rather deliberate worker. Wants to make sure he and his catcher are on the same page here. That conference breaks up. You get used to watching Major League Baseball and the new rules that they have with pitch clocks and visit limitations. Doesn't apply here in the high school game. Lewis back in there. The count 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kurth all set. Winds and throws a big curveball that got the outside corner for a called strike 3. Kind of a backdoor curve by Braxton Kurth. And Lewis retired on strikes. Big strikeout for Kurth. 2 men down. First baseman Ethan Plowman now standing in. Ethan, a first baseman, right-handed batter. Severely open stance as that front foot pointed right down the third base foul line. Kurth winds and throws, popped up on the first base side. Halverson will have a look, but has no play. Falls at a play for strike 1. We're in the bottom half of the first inning. No score. Wisconsin Rapids batting. Runners at second and third and 2 outs. 0-1 on Ethan Freeman. Digs in once again. Kurth gets a sign he likes. Winds and throws. Popped up on the first base side again. Halverson backpedaling into foul ground, but again he'll have no play. Falls out of play, 0-2. Wind really taking a lot of these balls hit in the air out of play. And Kurth now ahead on the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Freeman digs in once again. Now Kurth ready. Winds and throws. And comes inside for a ball. 1-2. Scoring chance here for Rapids. Freeman back in there, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind, the pitch by Kurth. Curveball hit back to the box. Braxton nabs it, throws to first base to end the inning. Well, Wisconsin Rapids threatens, but they do not score in the first inning. Rapids with no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and they leave 2. We've played 1 inning, and our score is Marshfield 0, Wisconsin Rapids 0. And back to Wisconsin Rapids and more baseball following these messages.
We said we're growing, and we are. Come join the Crystal Finishing family. We're looking for experienced industrial maintenance mechanics, CNC fabricators, all driver positions for our freight team, as well as skilled and general production. We know the importance of a work and life balance. Our shift options and flexible schedules set us apart. Our pay ranges from $17 to $43 per hour depending on your skill level. We're proud to be a family-owned company that is committed to our community, team members, and the growth of our business. Call or jump on our website to learn more.
Don't let pain or mobility issues keep you from enjoying life. Let our physical therapy doctors and our staff at Roberts Physical Therapy help you recover your ability to move easily and live free of aches and pains, providing effective individual treatment plans. Whether you're experiencing problems with balance and mobility, you're experiencing pain in your low back, or you're dealing with any other physical challenges, we'll take care of you. For more information on how we can service your needs, contact us today.
Hey, it's Jeff Jenkins from the Milwaukee Brewers, here to tell you that before and after every Brewers game, get all your Wisconsin sports updates from Zaleski Sports. Zaleski Sports is your Wisconsin hometown high school sports network. Do it.
From Marshfield. Right-handed batter. Lewis, a left-hander. Gets set and delivers. Line foul on the first base side for strike 1. No score. Marshfield batting top of the second here at Wisconsin Rapids. Here's the 0-1 pitch on the way. A swing and a miss, 0-2. Lewis, by the way, I believe right now the only man on the field with the baseball socks, the high socks, which is good to see. He winds, throws 0-2, breaking ball outside for ball. 1-2. Wyatt Post batting number 4 for the Tigers. Don't often see that, a second baseman who bats cleanup. Here's the 1-2 pitch, rides outside for a ball. 2-2. Wyatt, a solid ball player for the Tigers a year ago. Lewis throws again, a swing and a miss, dropped by the catcher Plowman. He'll toss down to first base for the out. 2 strikeouts for Lewis today. With 1 out, the catcher Adam Gilbertson will bat. Adam stands in, batting left-handed. Some fans still showing up here to watch baseball this afternoon. Lewis winds and throws. And gets the outside corner for a called strike 1. Some other big ball games on the air today on ZaleskiSports.com. Lewis winds and throws 0-1, curveball. And that breaks across for called strike 2. 0-2. Columbus Dawn softball team playing well this year, facing Colby Abbotsford in a doubleheader. Gilbertson fouls that one back, stays 0-2. That contest now underway as well on ZaleskiSports.com. Stratford at Auburndale baseball. The Marshfield Rapids softball game planned for today is on the air as well. 0-2 pitch, fouled back. 0-2. Also, Pachelia Tri-County softball, Winneconne at Wapaka baseball. All today on ZaleskiSports.com. 0-2 on Adam Gilbertson. Lewis throws way outside for a ball. Kind of a waste pitch there. The count now 1-2. Adam digs in once again. And Lewis winds and throws. And missed the outside corner for a ball. 2-2. Lewis working a bit quicker than Braxton Kurth, his Marshfield counterpart today. 2-2 on Adam Gilbertson. And Lewis winds, throws once again, a swing and a miss. Ball dropped again by Plowman, goes to first base in time, and Gilbertson's retired. That is the second out. Braxton Kurth now standing in for Marshfield, the Tiger pitcher this afternoon. Braxton batting right-handed. Lewis into his motion and throws a swing and a miss for strike 1. No score. Tigers batting in the top half of the second. Bases empty, 2 outs. 0-1 on Braxton Kurth. Lewis gets set, throws once again. Ground ball towards second base. Picked up by Simonson. Underhands to first base to end the inning. Marshfield in the second. No runs, no hits, no errors. No one left on base after 1.5. Our score is Marshfield 0, Wisconsin Rapids 0. More baseball coming up in just a moment.
The Midstate Technical College Healthcare Simulation Center, in a partnership with Aspirus, is a state-of-the-art interdisciplinary healthcare simulation center. It provides specialized spaces and simulation technology equipped with medium and high-fidelity mannequins and other equipment to create complex healthcare training scenarios. Visit our website at mstc.edu/simcenter.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Rapids batting in the bottom half of the second inning. Normally, during the course of a half inning, we'll keep tabs of pitch counts on our score sheet. We don't have to do that here in Rapids because there's some math majors here doing that for us. And they embed that into the scoreboard. And so we can have an accurate pitch count of each pitcher today. Kurth with 23 pitches through 1 inning. And Lewis 26 pitches through 2 innings. DH Trevor Martin batting for Wisconsin Rapids, hitting left-handed. Martin stands in. Kurth winds and delivers. And misses low and inside, ball 1. No score, Rapids batting, bottom half of the second here in Wisconsin Rapids. Baseball action this afternoon, despite the rather cool conditions. Here's the 1-0 pitch, hit in the air to right field. Owen Griesbach backpedaling, now reaches up and makes the catch for the out. Hit pretty well, but the wind knocking down that fly ball. And Owen Griesbach makes the play for out number 1.
Now batting the third baseman, number 17, Josh Dekarski.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Dekarski, standing in. Hitting right-handed. Kurth winds and delivers. And that pitch low and outside, ball 1. Green Bay Packers making some news today, signing quarterback Jordan Love to a 1-year contract extension. Here's the 1-0 delivery. That's hit towards the first base bag and by Halverson to right field for a base hit. Dekarski lining that ball between first and second. And the third Rapids hit of the day. Raiders have a 1-out base runner for the right fielder Jackson Laskowski.
Jackson Laskowski.
Laskowski batting right-handed. Rapids 2 of 2 on stolen base tries today. We'll see if Dekarski is on the move here. Kurth will look over. Still looking. And finally throws and gets the outside corner for a called strike. No score, Rapids batting. Bottom half of the second, 1 out, 1 on. 0-1 on Jackson Laskowski. Dekarski leads at first base. Kurth throws and misses low and outside for a ball, 1-1. Packers agreeing to a 1-year extension with Jordan Love today. That keeps Love under contract through the 2024 NFL season. Laskowski back in there, 1 ball, 1 strike. Kurth will now toss over, and Dekarski dives back in. Between the 2 years, this year and next year, the max value of that deal, $22.5 million, with $13.5 million fully guaranteed. 1-1 pitch on the way. Line foul on the first base side. 1-2. You kind of see Laskowski going that way with Halverson holding the bag. I think Laskowski trying to aim that ball past the Tiger first baseman into right field, but he lunged at it, but instead hit the ball foul on the first base side. 1-2 on Laskowski. Digs in once again. Kurth will check the base runner. And now delivers. Low and outside for a ball. 2-2. Not much question that Love will be the Packer quarterback in 2023 following the Aaron Rodgers trade to the New York Jets. Love now gets his chance to play that spot. 2-2 on Laskowski. The pitch by Kurth. Line towards right field. Griesbach comes over, can't make the play. It's a base hit. Dekarski heading for third base. He'll get there safely. And the Raiders have base runners at first and third with only 1 out.
Now batting for the Raiders.
Also had this situation back in the first inning. Did not score. Number 9 hitter Marco Simonson batting. The Rapids left fielder batting for the first time today. Batting right-handed. We'll see if Laskowski moves at first base. Has a pretty good lead down there. Kurth from the stretch. He is going. Pitch is low for a ball. Throw to second base is cut off. No advance by Dekarsky from third, so Leskowski steals second base. Rapids 3 of 3 on stolen base tries today. And the count on Simonson 1-0 with two teammates in scoring position. Kurth now working from the windup. Sets and throws. And that pitch a bit low for a ball. 2-0. You're listening to Wisconsin Valley Conference Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com, as well as ZaleskiSports.com. I'm Gene Delisio at Wisconsin Rapids. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Simonson, and that misses low for a ball, 3-0. A threat for Rapids here in the bottom half of the second. Base runners at second and third, only one out, and the count on Marco Simonson, 3 balls, no strikes. Kurth ready once again, delivers, and gets the outside corner for a called strike. The count now 3-1. Simonson back in there, tough spot here for Braxton Kurth. He winds and throws again. And that pitch got the low outside corner for a called strike 2. Count now full 3-2. Simonson digs in once again. Kurth gets his sign from Gilbertson. Winds and delivers. And the pitch is low for ball 4 to load the bases. So the base is loaded, only one out. And leadoff man Brennan Huber now batting for Rapids. Huber fly to left field his first time up, 0 for 1. Tiger infield stays back here. Huber stands in, and Kurth will work from the windup. Braxton ready. Winds and delivers. And that pitch low and outside, ball 1. No score, Rapids batting bottom half of the second, but the base is loaded, only one out. 1-0 on Brennan Huber. Kurth ready. Throws once again, low and outside for a ball, 2-0. Jordan Love, by the way, has played 10 games for Green Bay the last 2 seasons, starting 1. Has now thrown for 606 yards and 3 touchdowns with 3 interceptions. Last year he played in 4 games. Was 14 of 21 for Green Bay in ball games in which he appeared. 2-0 on Brennan Huber. Batting with the bases loaded, only one out. Kurth stays in the windup. Gets set and throws again. That's in there for a called strike. Count now 2-1. Wind blowing very fiercely, coming in from the north. That's in from right field. The 2-1 delivery. Misses down low for a ball. And the count now 3-1, and no place to put him. No action right now in the Tiger bullpen. Tough spot for Braxton Kurth. 3 balls, 1 strike. Braxton winds, throws once again, line to left center field. That will get down for a base hit that may split the outfielders. Dekarsky is in, Laskowski is in, Simonson to third base. A 2-run double for Brennan Huber. And Rapids leads 2-0. Brennan Huber doubles to the gap in left center field. 2 runs are in. As Dekarsky and Laskowski score easily. And Simonson takes third. Batting next is the second baseman, Brett Simonson, batting left-handed. Kurth into his motion. Now he delivers and hits the outside corner for a called strike. So Rapids leads 2-0. Raiders batting bottom half of the second. Still 2 men in scoring position and only 1 out. 0-1 on Brett Simonson. And Kurth throws again. Breaking ball gets the inside corner for a called strike. 0-2. Tough spot here for Braxton Kurth. Digs in once again. Winds and delivers. A big curveball floats outside. Now 1-2 on Simonson, the number 2 man in the Rapids batting order. Got a base hit his first time up. Stands back in there. Kurth shaking off a sign. Finally gets one to his liking. 1-2 pitch, a big curveball, and that floats in there for a call, strike 3. Beautiful pitch by Braxton Kurth, a big curveball that broke straight down into the strike zone. Braxton's second strikeout. 2 men down, and catcher Kenan Plowman batting. Plowman singled his first time up, 1 for 1. Raiders now looking for a big 2-out hit to score at least 1 more run, maybe 2 more. The pitch by Kurth bounces in and gets away from the catcher, and Simonson will score. A passed ball on catcher Adam Gilbertson. Simonson scores from third base. Hubert takes second base. And Wisconsin Rapids now leads 3-0. The count on Plowman, 1 ball, no strikes. Kurth remains in the windup position. And throws once again. Nubbed in front of home plate. Picked up by Gilbertson. Throws to first base in time to end the inning. But Wisconsin Rapids on the scoreboard here in the second. The Raiders get 3 runs on 3 hits. No errors. And a walk and 1 man left on base. After 2 innings, our score is Wisconsin Rapids 3, Marshfield nothing. More baseball coming up in just a moment.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield, and Wisconsin Rapids meeting in this Wisconsin Valley Conference matchup. Bottom third of the Tiger batting order due up here in the third inning.
First baseman, number 20, Cole Halverson.
Leadoff batter, first baseman Cole Halverson, hitting for the first time today against Rapids left-hander Braden Lewis. Lewis winds and throws, line to left field, just past the third baseman, Tokarski for a base hit. Halverson stops at first base. Cole rips one just out of Tokarski's reach. Along the left field foul line, Marshfield has its first base runner of the day.
Number 10, Carson Mattis.
Center fielder Carson Mattis now batting. Right-handed batter. Halverson leads at first base. Lewis looks at him. And the pitch popped up foul on the first base side of the play for strike 1. Again, a reminder, Lewis is a left-handed pitcher. Always a problem for high school age runners at first base, reading that pickoff move. Here's the 0-1 pitch to Mattis, a swing and a miss. And Carson behind, no balls and 2 strikes. Halverson off first base. Lewis will check him. And here's the pitch. A curveball hit on the ground to third base, picked up by Tokarski. Only played at first base, but he airmails that high past the first baseman Freeman. Halverson takes third base, and Mattis holds at first. Well overthrown by third baseman Josh Dekarski. First error of the day by either ball club. And on the play, Halverson takes third. Mattis holds at first base. So Marshfield now has base runners at first and third. Still nobody out. And shortstop Bennett Lang is the batter. Number 9 hitter. Marshfield has its first scoring chance of the day. Bennett stands in. Lewis from the stretch. Checks the runner. And the pitch taken on the outside corner for a called strike. It's Wisconsin Rapids 3, Marshfield nothing. Tigers batting in the top half of the third. Lewis goes to first base, and Mattis dives back in safely. Tigers with their first threat of the day. Base runners at first and third, and nobody out. 0-1 on Bennett Lang. Lewis ready once again, and throws ground ball to the right side. Simonson at second base, shovels to Ellis for one, on to first base, late. And on the play, Halverson scores, and Marshfield now trails 3-1. So Lang reaches base on the fielder's choice, picks up an RBI. Mattis forced at second base, Simonson to Ellis for out number 1. On the play, Halverson scores from third base as of right now. And now a pickoff play at first base. The ball goes down the right field foul line. Lang to second base. He'll be held right there. So 2 throwing errors by the Rapids infield here in this third inning. As of right now, that run by Halverson is unearned. And Bennett Lang now at second base as Chase Robinson stands in to bat. Chase lined to right field, his first time up, 0 for 1. Lewis working from the stretch. Sets and delivers. Fouled back for strike 1. The Columbus Dons baseball team facing the Loyal Greyhounds in a doubleheader today at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Those games are now underway. 0-1 on Chase Robinson. Lewis from the stretch. Throws a curveball that breaks outside for ball, 1-1. Also in baseball this afternoon, Auburndale at Stratford. These games now all underway. Owen Withy at Spencer this afternoon. Coach Connect has the Rockets playing quite well this year. Lewis ready. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Popped up foul on the first base side, heading on a play. 1-2. Edgar at Newman, baseball this afternoon. Abbey Colby at Rib Lake. The Abbey Colby Ball Club playing pretty well this year. Phillips at Athens this afternoon. Neilsville at Gilman. Thorpe is at Osseo Fairchild over in the Western Clover Belt. 1-2 on Chase Robinson. Lewis gets set and throws ground ball to third. Backhanded by Dekarski behind the bag. He'll throw across the diamond. And just in time for the out on the throw, Lang takes third base. Robinson retired for out number 2. The ground out does move up the base runner, however. And Marshfield now has a base runner at third with 2 outs for right fielder Owen Griesbach. A strikeout victim, his first time up. Lewis stays in the stretch with that base runner at third base. A big swing and a miss for strike 1. Wisconsin Rapids 3, Marshfield 1. Tigers batting top of the third. Bennett Lang at third base with 2 outs. 0-1 on Owen Griesbach. The pitch by Lewis. Pop foul on the first base side at a play. 0-2. Also in the Clover Belt today, Thorpe at Osseo Fairchild. Stanley Boyd at Bloomer. McDonald at Cadott. Mosinee playing a non-conference game today at DC Everest. 0-2 on Owen Griesbach. Lewis sets himself and throws once again. And the ball gets off the glove of the catcher. Here comes Lang scoring another run. Pass ball charge to catcher Plowman. Lang scores. And the Tigers now trail 3-2. So some defensive mistakes by Rapids here in the third inning. And Marshfield right back in the ball game. Count on Griesbach 1-2. Lewis throws a curveball, hit foul on the first base side of the play. Still 1-2. The other games in the Wisconsin Valley Conference today, Stevens Point at Wausau West and Wausau East at Merrill. Ball and 2 strikes on Owen Griesbach. Braden Lewis winds and throws again, high for a ball. 2-2. Base is now empty. 2 runs in for the Tigers here in the 3rd inning. Lewis gets set, throws once again, high hopper towards second. Big hop for Simonson. He'll turn, fire to first base low, but dug out nicely by Ethan Freeman to end the inning. Marshfield in the 3rd, 2 runs on just 1 hit. 2 errors, no one left on base. Our score after 2.5, Wisconsin Rapids 3 and the Marshfield Tigers 2. We'll have more baseball action following these messages.
Rustic Redefined is the Wisconsin Rapids area's local boutique clothing store for women and children. Find a personalized shopping experience with excellent personal service and unique and trendy styles. Enjoy a great variety of always changing outfits, tops, purses, shoes, accessories, and so much more. Rustic Redefined has your unique style ready for you at an affordable price. Find your look on 8th Street South in Wisconsin Rapids, or keep up with all the newest options on Facebook at Rustic Redefined.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
Six men due up against Tiger pitcher Braxton Kurth.
21, the pitcher Braden Lewis.
Pitcher Braden Lewis stands in, called out on strikes his first time up. He is 0 for 1. Batting left-handed. Kurth winds and delivers. Fly ball to left center field. Carson Mattis gets there and makes the play for the out. Hit well, but right at Carson Mattis, that's out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out in the Rapids' 3rd inning. First baseman Ethan Freeman now standing in. Bounce back to Kurth, his first time up, 0 for 1. Ethan batting right-handed. And Kurth delivers. A swing and a foul at the plate for strike 1. We'll see the Marshfield Tigers softball team in action on Thursday. Tigers play Wisconsin Rapids at Madison Field Thursday. Game time 5 p.m. Our broadcast Thursday at 4:45 on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ. 0-1 pitch. Miss low and outside for ball, 1-1. And that game also will be heard or seen on ZaleskiSports.com. Tiger softball with a good Rapids ball club on Thursday afternoon. 1-1 pitch on the way. Ground ball foul on the third base side. 1-2. Some good young talent on that Tiger softball team once again this year. A lot of new faces aside from Shyla Brogan. Virtually all newcomers on that Tiger softball team this year. 1-2 pitch on the way. Curveball rides low and outside. Some part-time players from last year like Rena Manlick back as well, but for the most part, a lot of newcomers and some freshmen making some big contributions to that Tiger softball team this year. 2-2 on Ethan Freeman. Kerr throws a big curveball. Breaks on the outside corner for a called strike 3. About the second time that Braxton's used that big overhand curve. He's now struck out 3 Rapids ball players today.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 6.
The DH, Trevor Martin, now batting. Martin flied to right his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Left-handed batter. And the pitch by Kurth. Fly ball towards shallow left field. Lang out, Deach comes in, Ben Deach calls, makes the play to end the inning. Pretty easy inning for Braxton Kurth in the Rapids' third. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. Now, after 3 innings, our score is Wisconsin Rapids 3 and the Marshfield Tigers 2. We'll have more baseball action for you in just a moment.
When buying or selling land, the biggest decision you make is choosing your representation. Whitetail Properties is the top real estate company for selling hunting land, recreational properties, and farms. Our nationwide network of sportsmen, farmers, and investors offers a great opportunity for you to capitalize on the true market value of your property. In central Wisconsin, Brian Roosh is your local land specialist and is ready to help you get started on all of your property needs.
You know better when you see it.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
But sometimes it's a little harder to tell what better looks like, and you could use a little help.
Thanks, Mom.
Security Health Plan. Everything you need in a health plan. Everything you'd expect from a good neighbor.
And Wisconsin Rapids meeting here in Wisconsin Rapids.
Left fielder number 11.
Looks like the skies are a bit brighter right now. Wind may have died down somewhat, but still a breezy day. Tigers batting in the 4th. Leadoff man, left fielder Ben Deach. Lewis throws, hits the outside corner for a called strike 1. Marshfield batting top half of the 4th, trailing Wisconsin Rapids 3-2. Braden Lewis throws 0-1, fly ball to center field. Right at Brendan Huber, moves in a few feet and makes the play for the out. 1 down in the Tiger 4th. Second baseman Wyatt Post now batting. And the sun is peeking out just a little bit. Brighter conditions right now. I think the wind has died down somewhat as well. Wyatt struck out his first time up 0-1. Swings and misses here for strike 1. Our scoring updates throughout the day today brought to us by American Family Insurance Agent Randy Lemoyne of Marshfield. Here's the 0-1 pitch, a swing and a foul at the plate. 0-2. Tiger Baseball also sponsored by Arts Body Shop in Marshfield, Chips Hamburgers of Marshfield, and Filker Brothers Corporation. 0-2 pitch on the way. Just missed a bit outside for a ball, 1-2. Thanks to all of our sponsors of Tiger Sports on WOSQ and ZaleskiSports.com. Next pitch low and inside for a ball, 2-2. Wyatt Post batting cleanup for Marshfield today. Lewis ready, winds and throws, fouled back. Count stays 2-2. Yeah, the skies are a bit brighter. Seems like the wind has died down somewhat, but still rather brisk out there. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Half swing and a miss. Ball dropped by the catcher Plowman, goes to first base for the out. 4 strikeouts now for Braden Lewis.
Catcher number 15, Adam Gilbertson.
2 men down, and Tiger catcher Adam Gilbertson stands in. Adam struck out his first time up 0-1. Batting left-handed. Lewis throws and gets the outside corner for a called strike 1. Wisconsin Rapids leads it 3-2. Tigers batting top half of the 4th. 0-1 pitch on the way. Half swing. And an appeal here, and our base umpire says he did swing. So the count on Gilbertson, 0-2. Adam digs in once again. Lewis throws again. Ground ball towards third. Dekarski near the bag will grab it. Throws high to first base again down the right field line. And Gilbertson takes off. He'll get to second base. Second throwing error today for Rapids third baseman Josh Dekarski. Rapids now with 3 errors, all on throws. And Marshfield has a scoring chance here with Gilbertson at second base. The Tigers may remove him for a courtesy runner. We're going to see Judd Higgins run for Gilbertson. Judd Higgins, the courtesy runner for Gilbertson.
Number 18, Judd Higgins.
Tigers with a chance to tie the ball game here. Braxton Kurth bounced to second his first time up, 0 for 1. Lewis working from the stretch here. And the pitch to Kurth, big swing and a miss for strike one. Nothing in one on Braxton Kurth, back in the batter's box. Lewis from the stretch. And now throws a wave and a miss and a pitch that was outside. And Braxton behind now, 0-2. Base hit here could tie the ball game. Kurth back in there, no balls and 2 strikes. And the pitch on the way, a swing and a miss to end the inning. Tigers threaten, but they do not score here in the fourth. Marshfield with no runs, no hits, 1 Rapids error, 1 man left on base. After 3.5 innings, it's Wisconsin Rapids 3 and the Marshfield Tigers 2. Back with more baseball in just a moment.
If you think it's cold outside now, just wait. Nasty weather is on the way, but you don't have to freeze. Get your vehicle into MobileLink for a remote car starter. When it comes to remote starters, there is only one leader in central Wisconsin with over 5,000 units installed. Blake at MobileLink. You work hard, and it's time to treat yourself to something you will use all the time. Schedule that remote starter and start beating Old Man Winter.
Welcome. How may we help you?
New windows, new garage, new car, swimming pool. Tuition, we're not talking scholarship here. And a vacation.
Our affordable home equity line of credit may be just what you need.
Medical expenses, braces for our youngest. How about the dog? Roof. How about the roof? And did I mention how long I wanted that vacation to be?
Your money, your life. How may we help you?
Spencer Marshfield and ZaleskiSports.com. I'm Gene Delisio at Wisconsin Rapids. Rapids batting bottom half of the fourth, leading Marshfield 3-2.
Now leading off number 17.
7, 8, 9 men due up for Rapids here in the fourth inning. Leadoff man is third baseman Josh Tokarski, who singled and scored back in the second inning. Braxton Kurth on the mound for Marshfield. Braxton winds and delivers a curveball that breaks low and outside for ball one. Wisconsin Rapids has the lead 3-2 in this ball game as they bat in the home half of the fourth inning. 1-0 on Josh Tokarski. Stands back in there. Kurth ready, winds and throws again. A big swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. Braxton now with 58 pitches through 3+ innings. Braxton ready once again, winds and delivers. And on the outside corner, a called strike. 1-2. Braxton more or less the ace of the Tiger mound staff this year. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Breaks outside for a ball, 2-2. He's thrown that overhand curve effectively a couple of times today. That's a pitch you don't see all that often anymore. That used to be a much more popular pitch in the earlier days of baseball. Here's the 2-2 to Tokarski. Pop foul on the first base side of the play. You'll hear old timers talk about that drop pitch that was thrown years ago. That's basically what they're talking about, the overhand curve. 2-2 on Tokarski. Kurth winds, throws once again. There's that overhand curve hit towards shortstop. Picked up by Bennett Lang, throws to first base in time for the out. Bennett, the topic of conversation with Coach John Southworth before the ball game. What a great job he's done defensively for Marshfield this year. Here's the Rapids right fielder Jackson Laskowski, who singled and scored. In that Rapids 3-run second inning, he's 1 for 1. Number 8 man in the Rapids batting order today. Kurth ready, winds and throws. Fly ball towards center field. Matters coming in quickly, can't make the play, falls for a base hit. Laskowski's second hit today. Now 6 hits for Wisconsin Rapids this afternoon. Raiders have a one-out base runner for left fielder Marco Simonson, who walked and scored his first time up. Simonson batting right-handed. Laskowski edges off first base. Is a good lead down there. He did steal successfully back in the second inning. We'll see if he's going again. Kurth staring over there. Now Simonson steps out on him. Now a quick toss to first base. Now I'm not sure that would have been legal because the batter, Simonson, had stepped out and called time. So time was in effect, so I'm not sure that Kurth had made a pickoff throw or not. Simonson back in there. Laskowski edges off the bag. Kurth looks at him. Here's the pitch. It's in there for a called strike one. Wisconsin Rapids leads it 3-2 as they bat. Bottom half of the fourth. 1 out, 1 on. 0-1 on Marco Simonson. Laskowski with a good lead at first base. He is going. Pitch on the way. Foul behind home plate. Out of play. Good jump there by Laskowski, but he's going to have to come back. And the count on Simonson now 0-2. Some more ball games on ZaleskiSports.com on Friday. Stevens Point and La Crosse Central in a big doubleheader at Stevens Point Friday. Game time 4 p.m. for contest number 1. 0-2 on Simonson. Kurth over there staring at the runner at first base. Now goes to the belt. Pitch on the way. Curveball high and outside for a ball. 1-2. Also in softball, Pacelli at Port Edwards Friday. That game time is 4:30. Pacelli and Port Edwards baseball also from Port Friday at 4:30. 1-2 on Marco Simonson. Laskowski off first base. Good lead. Throw over. He dives back in. Assumption at Athens softball. That should be a great matchup. Two very good ball clubs there. Softball Friday, 4:45. Royals and Blue Jays. 1-2 pitch on the way. A big swing and a miss. And Kurth fans Simonson for out number 2. 4 strikeouts for Braxton today. Leadoff man Brennan Huber now batting. His big 2-run double is the big difference in this ball game. That came back in the second inning. He's also flied to left. 1 for 2 on the day. We'll see if Laskowski is moving here. Gets a good lead, and Kurth looking over there. Finally throws over, soft toss, and he gets back in time. Also, Columbus at Neillsville, baseball and softball on Friday on ZaleskiSports.com. Both games beginning at 5 p.m. Huber stands in, Kurth from the stretch. Braxton now throws. Breaking ball, misses low and outside for ball 1. Columbus and Neillsville considered the top 2 teams in the Eastern Cloverbell Conference in baseball heading into this season. Columbus perhaps has not played as well as they'd like, but still a very strong ball club. Kurth ready. Runner goes, pitches outside for a ball. Throw to second base is there in time, and the runner is out. Nice throw from Adam Gilbertson to second baseman Wyatt Post. Laskowski caught stealing to end the inning. In the fourth for Wisconsin Rapids, no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. Now, after 4 innings, our score is Wisconsin Rapids 3 and the Marshfield Tigers 2. Back with more baseball action in just a moment.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
Fifth inning. Leadoff man for Marshfield, first baseman Cole Halverson. Takes a pitch low and inside for ball one. Wisconsin Rapids 3, Marshfield 2. Tigers batting top half of the fifth inning. The 1-0 to Cole Halverson. A swing and a foul at the plate. 1-1. Cole has Marshfield's only hit. A leadoff base hit back in the third inning. Later scored Marshfield's first run. Tigers scored both of their runs in the third inning. 1-1 on Cole Halverson. Next pitch gets the outside corner, called strike, 1-2. Braden Lewis on the mound for Rapids. He's been pretty tough today. He winds and throws 1-2. Chopped towards shortstop. Ellis in the hole will backhand it, turn, throw across the diamond, low throw, but dug out nicely by the first baseman Freeman for the out. And that's a play where the artificial surface really helps your cause, as Ellis threw that ball one hop to first baseman Ethan Freeman. Caught the ball on target, a bit quicker, and Halverson thrown out on the play. The center fielder Carson Mattis now batting, 0 for 1. He bunts third base side. That rolls foul for strike one. Carson reached base on an error his first time up. It was part of that two-run third inning for the Tigers. 0-1 on Carson Mattis. Lewis throws once again. Nub behind home plate foul, 0-2. Well, some great news for local sports fans this weekend. The news that former Spencer High School sports standout Hunter Lupke has signed a free agent contract with the Dallas Cowboys after his fine career with the football program at North Dakota State. Hunter was not drafted this weekend in the NFL draft. The 0-2 to Carson Mattis on the way. Foul behind home plate once again. There was speculation he might be a late-round draft pick by a team that uses a fullback a lot, like, say, Pittsburgh or some other teams. But he was not drafted, but did sign as a free agent right after the draft. 0-2 pitch, pop foul behind home plate, still 0-2. Hunter primarily played fullback for North Dakota State the last 4 seasons. He ran for 1,665 yards and 24 touchdowns in 4 years. Lewis throws again, a swing and a miss. Nice breaking ball by Braden Lewis. And Mattis, a strikeout victim. 6 strikeouts for Braden Lewis today. The shortstop, Bennett Lang, now batting. Bennett's fielder's choice ground ball drove in Marshfield's only run, or Marshfield's first run back in the third. Later scored himself. He's 0 for 1 with an RBI. Lewis winds and delivers. Swung and fouled at the plate for strike one. Our score is Wisconsin Rapids 3, Marshfield 2. Marshfield batting, top of the fifth, bases empty and 2 out. Hunter did not play a full season last year because of a shoulder injury. Missed the last game of the regular season for North Dakota State, also missed the FCS playoffs. But a big part of North Dakota State's national championship team in 2021. Next pitch hit foul to the screen. 0-2. In the championship game that year against Montana State, Hunter ran for 82 yards and 3 touchdowns. And now on his way to the Dallas Cowboys. 0-2 on Bennett Lang. Lewis throws a swing and a miss to retire the side. Braden Lewis now has fanned 7 today. In the fifth for Marshfield, no runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on base. We played 4.5 innings, and Wisconsin Rapids leads Marshfield 3-2. More baseball coming up in just a moment.
Wisconsin River Orthopedics has been providing comprehensive care to Wood County for over 50 years. We offer urgent care for orthopedic pain and injuries, joint replacement, along with focused sports medicine care from evaluation to rehabilitation. Our facilities offer a spacious rehab center to get you back to doing what you love most, along with the latest technology in our ambulatory surgery center and a comfortable open MRI. Stop living with pain and limited range in your joints. Turn to Wisconsin River Orthopedics and get back to the way life is meant to be.
For years, our Store Innovations customers told us they love our countertops, but only wanted to deal with one company for their entire kitchen project. Well, we've heard you. So now Store Innovations can give you a brand new kitchen with the same high quality products, selection, expertise we've been giving you for years. And now we can give you that brand new kitchen in just 1 week. After sitting down with our designers, picking out cabinets, countertops, and flooring, it will only take us 1 week to install everything. Store Innovations, new kitchens in just 1 week.
A big gust of wind popping up right now, in fact. That wind had died down momentarily, but back with us very strongly right now. Huber back in the box. The pitch by Braxton Kurth, taken in there for a call and strike one. Wisconsin Rapids on top, 3-2. Raiders batting. Bottom half of the fifth inning here at Wisconsin Rapids. Huber with a big two-run double back in the second inning has also flied to left. 0-1 pitch on the way. Curveball nubbed on the third base side. Robinson charges, grabs it, throws in one motion, and the ball may have hit the base runner. Goes down the first base line, and Huber is aboard. See how they score that. Huber is on base here. Looks like an infield hit for Brendan Huber. So a Rapids base runner for second baseman Brett Simonson. He has singled and struck out. 1 for 2. Huber at first base with a good lead down there, held there by Cole Halverson. Kurth will check him. And the pitch to Simonson. Rides a bit high for ball one. One 1-0 on Brett Simonson, left-handed batter. Kurth again from the stretch. Throws high for a ball. 2-0. Kurth now at 73 pitches. We're in the fifth inning. Two 2-0 on Brett Simonson. Stands in once again. Huber takes his lead. He's going. Pitches low for a ball. Throw to second base is offline. And Huber steals it. Ball was thrown to the first base side. In fact, I think the wind may have affected that throw. Took it away from the bag, so Huber steals it. And the count on Simonson now 3-0. Kurth working from the stretch. Turns and bluffs Huber back to second base. Simonson back in there, 3 balls, no strikes. Kurth ready, fires, ground ball towards second base. Post will snare it, drop it, throw to first base quickly and in time. On the play, Huber takes third base. Simonson retired, but Huber advances. So Rapids has a base runner at third base with 1 out. And catcher Cannon Plowman batting. Plowman has singled and was thrown out on a little squibber in front of home plate by catcher Adam Gilbertson. He's 1 for 2. Infield stays back for Marshfield. Kurth in the windup. Ready and throws. Misses low and outside for ball one. Wisconsin Rapids 3, Marshfield 2. Rapids batting, bottom half of the fifth. Huber at third base with only 1 out. 1-0 on Cannon Plowman. Kerr throws again, ground ball to third and grabbed there by Robinson. He has a runner off the bag, goes back, and the runner dives back in safely. And Plowman takes first base. Huber off the bag, and so Robinson tried to dive at him as Huber went back to third base, and Huber got back there in time. On the fielder's choice, Plowman takes first base.
Now batting.
So base runners at first and third, only one out. And pitcher Braden Lewis will bat for Rapids. Lewis has struck out, fly to center. He is 0 for 2. Huber heading back to third base when that ball went to Robinson, and Huber just beat him back to the bag. Lewis batting left-handed, he stands in. Kurth working from the stretch now. Runner's going, pitches low for a ball. Throw to second base goes through, but it's late. No advance by Huber. Plowman steals second base. Rapids now 5 of 6 on stolen base tries today. The count on Lewis 1-0 with 2 teammates in scoring position. Kurth has been in jams much of the day, especially early in the ball game. Ahead here, 1-0. Braxton winds and throws. On the inside corner, a called strike, 1-1. Columbus Don softball team facing Loyal Greenwood in a doubleheader at Marshfield Fairgrounds Park today. Those contests are now underway at Barry Rogers Field. 1-1 on Braden Lewis. Kurth gets set. Big curveball hit in the air to left center field. Deach comes on, dives and makes the catch, and then the ball pops out of his mitt. Huber scores. Plowman holds at second base. That should be ruled a base hit. It was a tough chance there for Ben Deach in left field. He dove, got the ball in his mitt. It then popped out. So Lewis singles. Run comes in as Huber scores from third base. And Plowman held at second base. Could not advance. A run is in. Rapids now leads 4-2. And Ethan Freeman batting. The Rapids first baseman has bounced to first and struck out. Freeman batting right-handed. Kurth in a jam once again. Braxton checks the base runners. And finally, Freeman steps out of him. Braxton really taking a lot of time with men on base. Rapids now up by 2 and trying to expand that lead right here. Freeman back in there. Kurth again from the stretch. Now throws. Fly ball to left field. Deach goes back. The ball's over his head, though, to the left field fence. Plowman will score. Lewis rounding third base. He'll be held there. It's a double by Ethan Freeman. And Wisconsin Rapids leads 5-2. Ethan Freeman gets one through that wind in left field with a 2-base hit, scoring another run.
The designated hitter, number 16, Trevor
Plowman is in. Lewis stops at third base. Freeman to second. And the DH, Trevor Martin batting. He's fly to right and fly to left. Now 2 more men in scoring position for Rapids. Kurth winds and throws. On the outside corner, a called strike. It's now Wisconsin Rapids 5, Marshfield 2. Rapids batting in the bottom half of the 5th. Runners at second and third, only 1 out. 0-1 on Trevor Martin. Kurth from the windup. Delivers, ground ball left side and through the hole for a base hit. Lewis scores, Freeman stops at third base. RBI base hit for Trevor Martin. Scores Braden Lewis from third base. Freeman stops at third base.
Third baseman, number 17.
And Rapids now lead 6-2. Wisconsin Rapids with 3 in the second, now 3 in the 5th. Josh Dekursky now batting. He has singled and scored, bounced to short. Runners at the corners. Still only one out. Kurth from the stretch here. Now steps off. Still no action in the Tiger bullpen. Kurth now at 81 pitches. Tokarski back in there. Kurth gets set. And now delivers. A swing and a miss for strike one. It's now Wisconsin Rapids 6, Marshfield 2. Rapids batting, bottom half of the fifth. Runners at first and third. Only one out. 4 hits for Rapids here in this fifth inning. Now 11 for the ballgame. 0-1 on Josh Tokarski. Quick toss to first base sends Martin back to the bag. Every man in the Rapids batting order, aside from the number 9 hitter, Simonson, has at least 1 hit today. Tokarski back in there. Kurth is set. Again, taking a lot of time. Now throws. On the outside corner, called strike. 0-2. Nothing in 2 on Tokarski with 2 men on base for Rapids here in the fifth inning. Kurth gets set and throws, and that's in there for a called strike 3. Good pitch by Braxton Kurth. He's now struck out 5 today. Rapids hitter is the right fielder Jackson Laskowski, was singled twice, scored once today. 8th man to bat for Rapids here in the fifth inning. Kurth staying in the stretch with runners at first and third. Takes a long look at Martin at first base, throws over. Martin back in time. Other softball action today. Auburndale at Stratford. Owen Withy at Spencer for a doubleheader this afternoon. Colby Abbotsford at Rib Lake today. Edgar at Newman in softball this afternoon. Pitch to Laskowski. Breaks low and inside for ball 1. Phillips at Athens. That's a good matchup in the Merriwood North today. Neilsville plays a doubleheader today at Gilman. Thorpe at Osseo Fairchild. Stanley Boyd at Bloomer. McDonald at Cadott in Cloverbell Conference softball this afternoon. The 1-0 to Laskowski. Popped up into shallow right field. The second baseman post near the line, can't get there. The ball drifts foul anyway. 1-1 now on Jackson Laskowski. Prentice and Shawamigan meeting in a softball doubleheader at Park Falls today. Wisconsin Rapids at Wausau East. Stevens Point at Merrill and D.C. Everest at Wausau West in high school softball action this afternoon. Laskowski back in the box to count 1 ball, 1 strike. Kurth with a very long look at first base at Martin. Throws over finally. Martin dives back in. Braxton would not be comfortable with the new Major League Baseball pitching rules. He would not like that pitch clock whatsoever. Gets set once again. And now the 1-1 pitch. Foul to the screen. 1-2. Kurth now at 87 pitches, so we could see some movement in the Tiger bullpen between innings here. Ball and 2 strikes on Jackson Laskowski, the Rapids right fielder today. Runners take their leads at first and third. Kurth again sets himself. And now delivers a curveball. Line towards right field. Gets through for a base hit. Freeman is in. Martin rounding second base. He'll get to third safely. Third hit today for Jackson Laskowski. Rapids scores once again. The Raiders on top 7-2.
Now batting, left fielder number 27, Marcos Simonson.
Freeman scores. Martin takes third base. 4 runs in. The batter now, the left fielder Marcus Simonson, has walked and scored and struck out 0 for 1. 9th Rapids ball player to bat in this inning. Again, runners at the corners. Kurth from the stretch, and he wants to step out here. 9 men batting for Wisconsin Rapids here in the 5th. 5 hits for Rapids in this inning. Now Simonson back in there. Kurth from the stretch. Checks the base runners. And finally Simonson steps out again. The plate umpire now discussing something with Simonson, whether or not he stepped out without getting time. Coach Galetta now giving Simonson another sign. Braxton Kurth, not a real quick worker. Now back on the rubber. Sets himself. And now delivers. Line towards shortstop. 1 hop by Lang. He'll step on the bag for the force play on Leskowski to end the inning. Rapids sends 9 men to bat here in the 5th inning. The Raiders get 4 runs on 5 hits. No Marshfield errors. And 2 men left on base. Now after 5 innings, our score is Wisconsin Rapids 7 and the Marshfield Tigers 2. Back with more baseball following these messages.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com. The Sports Den, located on Marshfield's sunny south side since 1975. The Sports Den has the area's best selection of outdoor equipment. Find top brands of snowshoes, cross-country and downhill skis, snowboards, swimming equipment, skateboards, and more. The Sports Den has a full-service bike repair center along with top bike brands, Specialized, Trek, and others. The Sports Den is Central Wisconsin's fat bike headquarters. Visit the Sports Den in Marshfield Monday through Saturday and thesportsden.net.
Right and bounced to third, 0 for 2. The pitch by Braden Lewis, line to left field and right by Tokarski in the left field foul line. Rolls in the corner, Robinson on his way towards second base, and he'll get there safely. Chase Robinson doubles down the left field line to start the Tiger 6th inning, only the 2nd hit for Marshfield today.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 20.
So a leadoff base runner for the Tigers, and here's the right fielder Owen Griesbach, who was struck out and bounced to second, 0 for 2. You're listening to Marshfield Tiger Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WOSQFM.com, as well as ZaleskiSports.com. Griesbach digs in. Owen Griesbach, the batter. The pitch by Lewis. Fly ball down the right field line, curving foul, and a play for strike 1. I'm Gene Delisio at Wisconsin Rapids, Marshfield and Rapids in baseball today. Rapids with 3 in the 2nd, 4 in the 5th. And they lead this ball game 7-2. Marshfield batting top of the 6th. Chase Robinson at second base with nobody out. 0-1 on Owen Griesbach. Lewis throws once again. Curveball hit towards third base. Picked up by Tokarski. Looks the runner back. Throws to first base in time. Now Robinson to third base, and he'll get there safely. So Griesbach bounces out for out number 1. After the throw, Robinson takes off and takes third. Tiger base runner at third base with 1 out for left fielder Ben Deach. Ben today has bounced to short, fly to center. He's 0 for 2. Lewis in the stretch position. Delivers, popped up on the right side. The first baseman Freeman in foul ground near the dugout makes the play. Lots of foul ground here at this ballpark. And it stays in play despite that rather severe wind. Deach fouls out for out number 2, and Robinson holds at third base. The batter is second baseman Wyatt Post. He has struck out and popped to second, 0 for 2 today. Lewis stays in the stretch here and throws a swing and a miss for strike 1. Wisconsin Rapids leads it 7-2. Marshfield batting, top of the 6th. Chase Robinson at third base with 2 outs. 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss, 0-2. NBA playoff basketball Thursday night on WOSQ. The LA Lakers and Golden State Warriors are broadcast Thursday at 7:30. Lewis throws again. Misses down low for a ball, 1-2. NBA playoff basketball Thursday, 7:30, Lakers and Warriors on 92.3 FM WOSQ. 1-2 on Wyatt Post. He stands back in there. Lewis gets set, throws once again, a swing and a miss to end the inning. And now 8 strikeouts tonight for Braden Lewis. Marshfield in the 6th. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. They leave 1. After 5.5 innings, it's Wisconsin Rapids 7 and the Marshfield Tigers 2. More baseball coming up in just a moment.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggleworms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Hey, it's Jeff Jenkins from the Milwaukee Brewers, here to tell you that before and after every Brewers game, get all your Wisconsin sports updates from Zaleski Sports. Zaleski Sports is your Wisconsin hometown high school sports network. Do it.
He allowed 7 runs, 6 earned, on 11 hits. Walked 1, struck out 5. And Braxton, the pitcher of record on the losing side. Right-hander Xander Edmondson now pitching for Marshfield. Our scoring updates today brought to us by American Family Insurance agent Randy Lemoyne of Marshfield. Tigers trail 7-2 as Rapids bats in the 6th inning.
Xander Edmondson.
Top of the batting order coming up for Rapids here in the 6th inning. Leadoff man is Brennan Huber.
Leading off for the Red Raiders.
Was fly to left, singled and doubled. 2 for 3, a run scored and 2 runs batted in. Xander pitching from the stretch with no one on base. And he delivers. Bit low for ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids on top, 7-2. Rapids batting, bottom half of the 6th. He scored 3 in the 2nd, 4 in the 5th. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Low and outside for ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Huber, the leadoff man in the Rapids batting order today. Edmondson gets set and delivers. Low and outside, ball 3. 3-0. A lot more blue sky right now than we had earlier today when this ball game first began. 3-0 on Brendan Huber. The pitch by Edmondson. Curveball breaks across for a called strike. 3-1. Huber back in there. 3 balls, 1 strike. Edmondson gets set and delivers. Fly ball to deep left center field. Madison the gap. Deach there as well, and Ben pulls it in from left field for out number 1. Again, hit well, but that wind knocks it down, and Ben Deach makes the play for out number 1. The next batter is the Rapids second baseman, Brett Simonson. He has singled, struck out, and bounced to second, 1 for 3. Simonson batting left-handed. Edmondson gets set and fires a breaking ball up and in for ball 1. Marshfield Tiger baseball today on WOSQ, brought to us by Astor Assisted Living Center of Marshfield and Forward Bank. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball is across for a call strike, 1-1. Tiger baseball also sponsored by Hiller's True Value Hardware and Just Ask Rental of Marshfield and Marshfield Utilities. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Misses inside for ball, 2-1. Here, the conditions, the sky much brighter than it was at game time today, but still cool and breezy out there. 2-1 on Brett Simonson. Edmondson throws once again and got the outside corner called strike, 2-2. Simonson stands back in there, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The pitch by Edmondson. Lined right back at Xander, who snares it for the out. Line drive right back at the pitcher. And Xander Edmondson makes the play for out number 2. Here's the Rapids catcher, Kenan Plowman, who was singled.
Kenan Plowman.
And thrown out by the catcher, Gilbertson, and also bounced into a fielder's choice and scored, 1 for 3. Edmondson stays in the stretch with nobody on base. Throws high and outside, ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids leads it 7-2. Rapids batting in the bottom half of the 6th. Bases empty and 2 out. Edmondson throws once again. And that breaks a bit low for ball. 2 balls, no strikes. Plowman batting number 3 for Rapids today, stands back in there. Next pitch low and outside for ball, 3-0. Xander Edmondson on the relief of Tiger starter Braxton Kurth. Went the first 5 innings today. Braxton would be the pitcher of record on the losing side if Marshfield does not come back in this one. 3 balls, no strikes. Here's a curveball that breaks high for ball 4. So Plowman walks on 4 pitches. Only the second walk issued by the Tiger pitching staff today. And here's the Rapids pitcher, Braden Lewis, who singled home run and scored himself back in the 5th inning. He has also struck out and fly to center, 1 for 3. Lewis, pitcher and cleanup hitter. Batting left-handed. Edmondson from the stretch. Throws and misses down low for ball 1. Xander Edmondson, a right-hander, back up on the hill. Throws 1-0. Down low for ball, 2 balls, no strikes. Tigers have their 5, 6, 7 batters due up in the 7th inning. At this point, they'll need 5 to tie in the 7th. Runner is going. 2-0 pitch is hit on the ground towards second base. A big hop for Post. Underhands to first base in time to end the inning. Wisconsin Rapids in the 6th. No runs, no hits, no errors, a walk, and one man left on base. We head to the 7th inning with Wisconsin Rapids leading Marshfield 7-2. And more baseball coming up in just a moment.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 16 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can keep you rolling and growing. Sherrill Tire and Service Center, your locally owned farm tire specialist.
Sherrill Tire and Service, keep growing and rolling with us.
Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Need 5 to tie as they bat in the top half of the 7th inning. Against Rapids left-hander Braden Lewis, who's working on a 2-hitter. He's allowed 2 earned runs on 2 hits, has not walked a man today, and struck out 8. And has thrown 76 pitches in 6 innings of work. Catcher Adam Gilbertson leads off the Tiger 7th rather. Adam has struck out and reached base in an error. He's 0 for 2. Lewis winds and delivers outside for ball 1. Wisconsin Rapids 7, Marshfield 2. Tigers batting top half of the 7th here in Wisconsin Rapids. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle and off the rubber, I believe. And Gilbertson will reach. I think that ball hit the rubber. I don't think it hit the pitcher, Lewis. May have hit his foot, but did not appear that way. It hit something in the mound area, came right back towards home plate, and Gilbertson on base with an infield hit. 3rd Tiger hit today. Judd Higgins now comes in as a courtesy runner for Adam Gilbertson. So Marshfield does have a 1-out base runner, and now pitcher Xander Edmondson batting for the first time today. Batting right-handed. Lewis throws a big swing and a miss for strike 1. 3 Marshfield hits today, singles by Gilbertson and Halverson, and a double by Chase Robinson. Throw to first base. Higgins back in time. Tigers looking for base runners. They're down by 5 as they bat here in the 7th inning. Edmondson back in there, no balls, 1 strike. And the pitch by Lewis, fouled back. 0-2. Edmondson back in there, 0-2. Lewis throws again, breaking ball over for a call, strike 3. Nice breaking ball that time by Braden Lewis. His 9th strikeout today. Cole Halverson batting for Marshfield. Cole has singled and scored and bounced to short. 1 for 2. Playing first base, batting number 7 for the Tigers today. The pitch by Lewis. A swing and a miss for strike 1. Wisconsin Rapids on top, 7-2. Marshfield batting top of the 7th, 1 out, 1 on. 0-1 on Cole Halverson. Lewis gets set and throws again, misses outside for ball, 1-1. Sports action on Saturday on ZaleskiSports.com. The Columbus Dons baseball team with a doubleheader at Westby Saturday. The broadcast begins at 10 a.m. Pitch to Halverson. He swings and misses. A breaking ball, 1-2. Wausau West and Eau Claire North baseball doubleheader, Saturday at 10 a.m. 1-2 on Halverson. Lewis throws once again. Golfed in the third base line, rolls foul. Still 1-2. DC Everest at Holman baseball on Saturday at 10 a.m. Rhinelander at Mosinee baseball, 11 o'clock on Saturday. Wapaka at Marinette, 11 a.m. baseball as well on Saturday. 1-2 on Halverson. And Lewis throws and misses low for a ball, 2-2. Also on Saturday on ZaleskiSports.com, Columbus Dons baseball doubleheader at Fenimore, starting at 12:15. 1-2 pitch on the way. Breaking ball is across for a called strike 3. Nice curveball by Lewis, who now has fan 10 in this ball game. Also, Holman at Superior, and Holman and Superior and DC Everest Superior baseball, Saturday at 12:30. Triangular on Saturday. Carson Mattis batting for Marshfield. Carson has reached base at
Number 9, Mitchell Shoddy.
Now he's going to be called back. Mitchell Shoddy will bat instead. Mitchell Shoddy batting for the Tigers in place of Carson Mattis. Lewis throws here, high and outside for ball 1. Columbus at Fenimore baseball Saturday. I remember doing an Auburndale football game from Fenimore many years ago in the Luke Krug days. 1-0 pitch on the way, foul to the right side of the play. 1-1. And the Columbus Dons down there for a baseball game Saturday, 12:15 on ZaleskiSports.com. 1-1 on Mitchell Shoddy. Lewis gets set, throws, ground ball towards shortstop. Ellis will charge, boot it, pick it back up, and throw to first base in time to end the ball game. Now Wisconsin Rapids prevails in this one this afternoon. Marshfield in the 7th. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. Our final score today, Wisconsin Rapids 7 and the Marshfield Tigers 2. We'll come back with a recap following these messages.
What Heartland Farms is a large potato and vegetable operation. Who Heartland Farms is a group of hardworking, dedicated people who have a common vision.
Heartland Farms is an accumulation of individuals who came from family farm backgrounds, grew up on family farms, and now have come together as one larger team to own and manage a much larger farm enterprise.
Seven to 2. Rapids on the scoreboard in the second inning with 1 out. Josh Dekarski and Jackson Laskowski both singled. Marcus Simonson then walked. A double by Brennan Huber scored Dekarski and Laskowski. Simonson then scored on a pass ball, giving Rapids a 3-0 lead. Marshfield scratched out 2 runs in the second as Cole Halverson singled. Carson Mattis reached base on a throwing error, putting Cole at third base. A ground ball by Bennett Lang forced Mattis at second base, but allowed Halverson to score Marshfield's first run. Lang then went to second base on a throwing error, took third base on a ground out by Chase Robinson, and scored on a pass ball. And so Marshfield at that point trailed 3-2 after 2.5 innings, but Rapids then scored 4 in the 5th to ice the ball game. RBI base hits in that inning by Braden Lewis, a double by Ethan Freeman, Taylor Martin, and Jackson Laskowski also had run-scoring base hits for Rapids in that 5th inning. The line score for today for Wisconsin Rapids, 7 runs, 11 hits, 3 errors, and 6 runners left on base. For Marshfield, 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Tigers left 3. Winning pitcher Braden Lewis threw 7 innings, allowed 2 runs on 3 hits. He did not walk a man and struck out 10. Starting and losing pitcher for Marshfield, Braxton Kerr threw 5 innings, gave up 7 runs, 6 earned on 11 hits, walked 1, struck out 5. Xander Ebenson then pitched the final inning and walked 1. Top hitters for Wisconsin Rapids today, Brennan Huber singled, doubled, and drove in 2 runs. Jackson Laskowski had 3 singles and a run batted in. Ethan Freeman doubled and knocked in a run as well for Rapids. Marshfield led by Chase Robinson with a 2-base hit. So Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids open their series for this week. And Rapids wins this ball game by a score of 7-2. The Rapids Ball Club improving with this win to 14-2. Marshfield Tigers fall to 7-3 overall and 3-2 in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids meet once again on Thursday at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Game time for that contest is 5 p.m. We'll have Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids softball on Thursday on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ. Those 2 teams meet at Madison Field in Marshfield on Thursday. Game time 5 p.m. Our broadcast Thursday at 4:45 on Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ and WOSQFM.com. Thanks to our sponsors of Marshfield Tiger Baseball on WOSQ, including Sternweiss & Sons Ready Mix and Block Plant of Marshfield, Trudeau Construction, the Marshfield Tiger Booster Club, and Nicolay National Bank. I'm Gene Delisio. That's it from Wisconsin Rapids. Again, our final score this afternoon, Wisconsin Rapids 7 and the Marshfield Tigers 2.